Hey baby, how is my love doing right now? I've been thinking about you all day, and I just couldn't help but reach out. As for me, I'm doing all right. Life is treating me well at the moment. Things seem to be falling into place, and I'm feeling pretty happy with how everything is going. But even though everything else in my life is going smoothly, there's still this ache in my heart. You're the one thing missing, and that emptiness makes all the good things feel a little less complete. Still, I'm grateful, but I can't deny that you are constantly on my mind. Last night, something strange but beautiful happened. Out of nowhere, I felt this strong urge to reach out to you telepathically. I don't know what it was, but something deep inside me just told me to try. I've done it before and always feel a sense of peace when I do, so I decided to give it another try. I closed my eyes, took a few deep breaths, and meditated for a few minutes. I imagined you sitting right in front of me, as clear as if you were really there. I could almost feel your presence. In my mind, I leaned forward and gave you a light kiss, one filled with all the tenderness I hold for you. Then, I whispered softly, "You're so beautiful, and I love you so much." And then, in my mind, you smiled at me, one of those radiant smiles that lights up my world, and you hugged me. We stayed like that for what felt like the most beautiful and peaceful few minutes. Even though it was all in my imagination, the emotions were so vivid, so real. I could feel the warmth of your embrace, the softness of your skin, and the love we share flowing between us. It was a moment that I wanted to last forever. Every time I try this, every time I reach out to you in my mind, I feel like our connection grows stronger. It's as though the distance between us shrinks, even if it's just for a brief moment. I feel like we are getting closer in a way that goes beyond just physical proximity. I love that feeling, the feeling that our bond is deepening, that our connection is becoming more profound. It's one of the most beautiful things in the world to me. But at the same time, it makes me miss you even more. It's like every time I reach out to you, I'm reminded of how much I long for you to be here, really here, with me. My life is good, it really is, but there's a part of it that feels incomplete without you by my side. I've missed you so much, my love. I think about you constantly, your smile, your voice, your laugh, and I can't wait for the day when we're finally together again. I dream of that day often. I picture us walking hand in hand, maybe down the aisle on our wedding day, or maybe just down the street on a simple afternoon. It doesn't matter where we are, as long as we're together. I can almost feel the warmth of your hand in mine, the comfort and security of having you close. I want to hold you tight and never let you go. My soul is craving yours in a way that I can't even begin to explain. It's like I'm drawn to you with an irresistible force, like a moth drawn to the flame of your light. I've been thinking about how much I want to kiss you. I've been wanting it so badly, like this intense, burning desire that never quite goes away. I wish I had a superpower, the power to teleport. If I could, I would come to you right now. No hesitation, no second thoughts. I'd wrap my arms around you and pull you close, and then I'd give you the most passionate kiss, the kind of kiss that says everything I feel but can't put into words. I desire you so much, baby. To me, you are the sexiest, most beautiful person in the world, and I love you more than I could ever express. My life feels incomplete without you in it. Everything around me seems to be waiting for you, my house, my room, my wardrobe, my heart, and my arms. They all feel like they're missing something, and that something is you. Please come home soon. This place is your rightful home, the space where you belong. No one else could ever take your place, and I wouldn't want anyone else to. You are mine, and I am yours, and that is an undeniable fact. I can't wait to spend more time with you. The craving I have for you, this need to be near you, is becoming more intense every day. This distance between us is unbearable, and I can't stand it much longer. I want you here with me, right now. Let's get rid of this distance and close the gap between us. I need you, my love. I made a huge mistake, and now you're mad at me, and rightfully so. I can't even begin to express how much I regret what I've done. I know I've broken your heart and shattered the trust we once had. And now, as I look back on everything, it's clear to me that I hurt the one person who meant the most to me. You deserved so much better than the way I treated you, and it pains me to admit that. I took your love, your care, and your loyalty for granted, never realizing the impact it would have on you, on us. I made you question yourself, your worth, and everything we shared because I didn't value you or what we had when we were together. You gave me your heart, and instead of cherishing it, I crushed it with my selfishness and neglect. I never took the time to appreciate the love you poured into me, the way you were always there for me when I needed you. I never gave you the time and attention that you truly deserved. You were always there, waiting patiently for me to reach out, to call or text, but I only contacted you when I needed something. I prioritized everything and everyone else over you, my friends, my family, my own fun. I was too caught up in my own life to realize how much I was neglecting you. You waited for me, hours, days, hoping I would take a moment to show that I cared, but instead, I ghosted you. I blocked you from my life when things got tough, instead of confronting the problems between us. I treated you so harshly, so unfairly, and at the time, I didn't even understand what I was throwing away. I didn't see that I was pushing away something rare and valuable, like a diamond in a world full of coal. It wasn't until much later that I realized just how much I had lost. In the beginning, when you started pulling away, I didn't care. I didn't even notice. I didn't wonder where you were or what you were doing because I was too wrapped up in my own selfish world. But over time, something shifted. I started checking my phone more often, hoping to see a text from you, hoping you still cared enough to reach out. Every time I saw your name on my screen, I felt this warmth, a reminder that there was still someone out there who cared deeply for me. I missed that feeling of being important to someone. I missed the comfort of knowing that someone out there cared about me in a way no one else did. As time went on, that emptiness grew stronger and stronger. A feeling of loneliness began to invade my heart in ways I never expected. I would feel so isolated, even when surrounded by other people. I found myself getting irritated for no reason, snapping at others when they didn't deserve it, and withdrawing into myself. There were times when I just wanted to be alone, completely disconnected from the world. And in those moments of solitude, I often found myself rereading your old messages, trying to recapture the feeling of being loved and cared for. But even then, I didn't fully understand why I was feeling this way. I couldn't grasp that the reason I was spiraling was because I missed you so much. My life changed in ways I never expected. I stopped going out as much. I became cold and aloof, distant from everyone who once mattered to me. I rarely reached out to my friends anymore, isolating myself because I couldn't deal with the anxiety and restlessness that had taken over my heart. I felt lost, like I was drifting through life without any sense of purpose or direction. The more I tried to ignore these feelings, the worse they became. Eventually, I decided to consult a therapist, hoping they could help me figure out what was wrong with me, why I was feeling so empty and disconnected from everything. It was during those therapy sessions that I finally realized what had been happening all along. It wasn't some external factor causing my distress, it was your absence. I had been missing you this whole time, and that's why nothing seemed to make sense anymore. Without you in my life, I felt hollow, incomplete. I cried that day, realizing the full weight of my actions and how deeply I had hurt you. I cried because I finally understood just how much you cared for me, and I had thrown it all away without a second thought. I am so deeply sorry, my dear. I know that I have hurt you more than words can ever describe. I was a fool, a blind, selfish fool who couldn't see the incredible blessing that was right in front of me. You were a gift from God, and I treated you as though you were replaceable, as though your love didn't matter. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness, but if there's any way you can find it in your heart to forgive me, I would be eternally grateful. I promise you, I've learned from my mistakes, and I will never take your love for granted again if you give me a second chance.